we are gonna cruise down to the restaurant and the pool and the playground. We'll even make it over to the fishing pier. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to get around here in Sea Isle neighborhood. There's the beautiful clam bake cottage that we are cruising by. What a beauty. Best house in the neighborhood if you ask me, but I'm a little biased. I love these little drink holders I got on the beach cruisers. I am drinking a caffeinated water from HEB today, mango flavor, one of my favorites. So I've left Palapa and I'm coming down Nueces right now. Or no, Cantina. My apologies. What a beautiful day. It's warm, but not too hot. The wind is breezy, natural air conditioning. I love it. So he's cruising in a golf cart. We do not offer one as part of our house rental, but I can give you a recommendation for where to rent one, and you can rent them by the day, by the week, whatever you need it. I certainly don't think you need to have it. Here we are at Ector. I'm gonna take a left. You don't need to have one. I think the bikes are great to get around on. As I mentioned in my other videos, we do offer 4, so 2 adult-sized bikes, 2 youth bikes. We do not have helmets, so you might want to bring those if you plan to bike ride. One of the kids' bikes does have training wheels that are removable, and we've got tools to do that. So if you've got a young one that does need training wheels, we do have that as an option. But to go back to the golf cart, you can certainly have one if you think it's fun, but I think that's really the only reason to get it, because you can walk places, you can easily bike ride places. It's just a personal preference. We would love to include one with the house. It's just it's too complicated with maintenance, and if something goes wrong, and if the gas isn't filled up, or etc. So I'd rather just suggest a good place for you to rent from, and then if anything goes wrong, you've got somebody there within minutes to help you with it. So these are all the Canal Houses, which are a lot of fun. Now if you do have a boat, we will cruise by. There is a boat dock or a boat ramp in the neighborhood, so if you have a boat, you could bring it, and there's an easy access boat ramp that you can come in on to the canals. Also, if you have maybe like a kayak or a stand-up paddleboard, it's a great place to go in for those as well. So here we are, we're cruising down Lampasas. Sorry, I've lost sense of my directions. We're cruising down Lampasas, and that is going to run us over to first the playground. Now, a lot of people ask me why we chose Galveston. And if you look at our house manual, you'll see a little bit of that answer. But you know, we love Galveston. I just think there's so much to do here. You know, it's so much more than just a beach town to me. While the beach is great, the water's warm most of the time, and there's fishing like there would be at any beach town, but I also love that there's really, really good restaurants, and there's lots of them. And we've been to some other beach towns, I'm not going to name names, where if you didn't get out to a restaurant by 4:30, 5 o'clock, you were on a wait list for like 2 hours because there's so few of them. Or that if you didn't want to do the beach that day, you were kind of limited with what your options were. Okay, so right across the way is the boat ramp. There's a little chain that blocks it, and there is a key at the house to allow you access. The slips are 24-hour use. So, as I said, if you had a boat or a kayak or stand-up paddleboard, that's a great place to come in on. We're at Lampasas and Liberty. Up there's Mason Drive. So if you're looking at a map, that would be where it is. We're going to cut down here real quick, and I'll zoom by the park. Always more houses coming. So here's the park. As you can see, we've got basketball hoops. Nothing too crazy, but just enough to have some fun. Swings and slides, seesaws. My kids always think it's a fun ride. I like how easy it is to get here. So, you know, early morning, late afternoon, or if it's a cooler day, it's a really nice little in-neighborhood option. So we're going to continue to come up here on Mason Drive, and we're going to go back past the boat ramp from the other side. So as you can see, there's plenty of parking. So if you had your boat, you could just drive on down, load it in, and you'd be good to go. Now they are resurfacing the tennis court right now, but that is where the tennis court is, along with the pool. So I've listed all the pool hours in our house manual. Make sure to check those out. But all you do is you give them our address, and that allows you to check it. There's a little kiddie pool and an adult size pool that goes up to about 8 feet. Really fun. Nice option for after the ocean or a non-ocean day. And so this whole little area, we've got our Marina Store. They've got food, like a little mini grocery store. They've got drinks. They've got souvenirs. They've got bait and fishing supplies. Here's the restaurant bar. The food's really good. Drinks are even better. My kids always get a hot dog and save the bun and come over here and throw it in the water to watch the fish eat it. But it's great little spot. Half-gallon margaritas to go. I mean, who doesn't want that? Super simple. Okay, so we are going to keep cruising. We are on Burnett now. Again, if you're on your map and you're trying to map out all these places, I personally need a map or GPS to figure out where I'm going. But, so if I'm going to cruise down Burnett here, talk about a cute palapa. That is adorable, the pool. Love it. Love the canal. I love how flat it is. It's just so beautiful how it just melts out into the ocean. Anyways, back to why we chose Galveston. There's so many options to do, and some of those are listed in our house manual, but like something like a dolphin tour, mini golf, I mean, those things you can find at most beach towns, but the history here is incredible. From when it was initially infiltrated by Jean Lafitte, the pirate, and the Native Americans that lived here before that. There's all of the history from establishing this as a city when it was one of the first and biggest ports in America. The rebuild after the Great Storm that was actually done mainly by about the 5 major families that lived here at the time, because everybody else said, we're not rebuilding, this place is underwater. there's no point in dumping any more money. Thank God they did. Look at these beautiful birds. So my husband likes to come out here and wade in and fish. You do need to be careful for snakes. There are signs. But that is one option if you'd like. Otherwise, here at the end, we've got the pier. And so back at the house, there's a little key card. And if you scan it, you can get in at the door. And it takes you all the way out, down over the bay. Great fishing. So you just bring, all we have is a bucket and a glove. We wish we could leave fishing poles, but we just felt like there's way too much of a chance of things getting broken or lines being tangled, and it's just more of a mess than what it's worth. So I suggest you just bring your own poles or swing by Academy on your way in and buy a cheap one if you can't drive in with it. So there we are. I mean, isn't this gorgeous? Lovely. And it's all really easy to get to. Like I said, we've just been cruising around on the bike here. Hope you can visit us. We'd love to have you as a guest here at the Clam Bay Cottage. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.